The next part we're going to do, this is the L bracket. And on the L bracket, depending on what you want to do, I'm going to actually start off drawing this part, and then I'm going to extrude this out from what we have. Okay, so that's how I'm going to start. You could easily do it and create it from the bottom and work your way up, but to me, honest with you, I think this angle is going to be a little difficult to do that. So I want to start that off right off the get-go. So when we get in Inventor, we want to make sure, because this is actually in English, so we want to make sure our template, and we're just at standard.ipt. We're going to hit create. We start 2D sketch, again XY plane, nothing new. And then let's get into our dimensions. So our height is 2.5 and our length is 3. So let's start that first. So we create a rectangle. 2.5 is the length. Tab 3 is the height. Enter. Zoom extends all. Hit OK. I actually messed this up. This is going to be 3. Check. 2.5. Enter. From there, we're going to have this angle, and this angle is the only thing we have to worry about. We have the dimensions from this angle, and it essentially starts here at the top of the length of 3. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to create a point, and we're going to put this point, I know it's on this line, so I'm just going to click this point somewhere on that line. I'm going to right click, hit OK, and I want to put a dimension from this point to this line, and this is going to be 2. Enter. From here, the height to the 2.5, the height here is going to be a difference of 1. So I'm going to create another point on this line, just kind of place it anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Add a dimension. This dimension from this point to this point is going to be a 1. Enter. Create a line. I'm just going to connect the dots. Right click, hit OK. And then I'm just going to use my trim tool. And I'm going to trim this part of the line and this part of the line. Now what you're going to see is it's not going to allow me to trim. And the reason is because I have this dimension. I'm going to click OK, click, hit delete. And now I can trim it. Click. And one thing I do recommend you doing is actually dimensioning it just the way it was before, just so we make sure we know we're on track. Alright, so there's that. Now we're going to extrude it 0.75. So we're going to hit finish sketch. Click home. I'm actually going to use my view cube to kind of get it in the position that we have it. Extrude this. This is going to be, I believe, 0.75. Oops, that's the wrong tab. 0.75. Enter. Okay. So that's going to get us the first part. And now we just have to do this section here. So here's the height is 0.75. So I'm going to create a new sketch. It's going to be a height of 0.75, and that goes all the way across. So start a new sketch. Click on this side. Zoom extends all out. Hit a rectangle. I'm going to go from this point. I'm going to tab. I'm going to type in 0.75. Enter. I'm going to hit finish sketch. Hit my home. I'm going to extrude. And this is going to be a distance of, I believe it's 4.5. But I've already created a 0.75. So we're just going to put some math in here. and let the computer figure it out. I think I've showed you this before. 4.5, 4.5, and we're going to do a minus sign of 0.75 because that's the distance we already have. Hit enter. Voila. Alright, so now we have this cutout here, which is pretty easy, so let's do that first. Then we'll work on the circle. The cutout is 0.5 away, so we're going to create a new 2D sketch. Keep doing that. I'm going to click on this side. And then it's going to be a length of 2, and it's going to be 0.5 away. So I'm going to create a rectangle. And I'm going to just type in 2 for the length. The height is 0.75. And then I'm going to do a distance diameter from here to here. And this seems to be 0.5. Enter. And then we're going to finish sketch. I'm going to extrude it. Seems to go in the opposite direction at a distance of 1.5. And okay, so that gets me that part. So we know that we have 0.75 diameter circle, so start there. Start a 2D sketch, click the top, click a circle, put it in here anywhere. 0.75 is the diameter. I'm going to hit home, move around my view cube. I need distance of 1.5 from this edge, so I'm going to use my diameter. Click to the point, 1.5, enter, and then it's going to be a length from here to there of 2.67, from here to here. 2.67. Enter. Finish sketch. Extrude it. Click opposite direction. And it's going beyond the part, so just hit OK. And that is the LBraket. Make sure you save this as. And you can get credit for this one as well.